Righto, slight issue. New Year's Eve is in a couple of hours, and I intend on making a Christmas medley sort of thing for Christmas Day. I'm very busy tomorrow, which means I've got all of tonight, tomorrow night, and then the early hours of Christmas morning to write, record, edit, and mix the medley, and then create the music video. I have an idea of what I want to do. I've got a few things in mind, but that's it. We don't have much time. Because we don't have a lot of time, the second that I come up with an idea, we're just going to roll with it, keep moving forward, because we just need to get this written, recorded, and finished. For those of you who don't know, I am actually a music teacher, and in the last couple of weeks of the year, I always teach the kids some Christmas songs. So I've got a decent understanding of two in particular, Carol of the Bells and also Jingle Bells. So my genius plan at the moment is to start with Carol of the Bells, make it some really cool heavy thing. That is the two main melodies with the chords that are pretty simple. And then normally that would drop down the octave for the second melody. So we'll start the song off with Carol of the Bells. From there, eventually I want to get into Jingle Bells. But I want Jingle Bells to be a little bit more rocky versus metal. So the Carol of the Bells is the big heavy metal stuff. Then Jingle Bells I want to be just a rock, kind of like Foo Fighters cover of Run Run Rudolph. Run, Rudolph, run. Same thing. Carol of the Bells, at least the way that I've been teaching it, is in the key of E minor. The relative major is G. So we'll play Jingle Bells in G, Carol of the Bells in E minor. They're relative, so it's the exact same notes. That way everything should match up. And I don't need to worry about doing any sort of drastic key changes from one song to the next. Now if we're in the key of G, that will be here. So now we've got to work out how to go from Carol of the Bells into Jingle Bells. And I mean, probably step one should be to work out how to play Carol of the Bells, what to do with the other guitars and stuff. I'm not going to add piano because I don't have time, but guitar, drums, bass. The intro of the song will be the main melody from Carol of the Bells, but I'm going to have to change it somehow. Then I'm thinking some sort of cool fill into the main first melody, the first main melody. With that, I want to work our way down the octave so that when we jump into the second melody, it really hits. Okay, that's a good start. So, there's the intro. Then, when the melody plays for the first time, it's going to be in groups of 4 because it's one per chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're in 3, by the way. Maybe the intro can be in 4. Alright, I want to do the main melody, groups of 4 times. Once. Those are power chords. Power chords are made up of the root note of the chord. So if you're in the key of C, your root note is C. And then also the 5th from your root note. So if you just count up 5, C, D, E, F, G. C and G, put them 2 together, and you've got a C power chord. What we can do is invert them. I know. Yes. Baritone guitar. I love how heavy a baritone guitar sounds. Power chord, inversion, and then 2 more groupings of 4 with the baritone guitar. And that is when everything will just be really big and heavy. And it will also be when I switch over to the second melody. The intro, which I was sort of playing around with before, as I said, can be just in 4/4. So instead of 3/4, it can be in 4. And we can get this. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know the pre-chorus into Creep by Radiohead? With the rhythmic percussive little things with the heavy distorted guitar? We can do that. Then the bass and the drums can come in as well with a dum dum. The baritone switch to second melody, something. What's metal? Metal. A fill with like a hand-foot combination fill, and we can keep it simple with just. That's when we switch into 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da da. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the lead in to the main melody, and then digga da digga da digga da bump 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 bump. So a little. Alright, that's cool. So just think, right, left, kick, kick, right, left, kick, kick, right, left, kick, kick, with 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, while the rhythm guitar goes. all that together at the same time into. I liked staying there so we could have all the rhythm guitars hold on the B while we finish this riff. I bought this EBow with the intention of using it to sort of, I guess, simulate guitar feedback, because to do that you need to crank up the amp and then put your guitar in front of the amp speaker. That creates that really beautiful feedback sound. I can't really achieve that because I can't crank my amp considering I'm at home, and also my amp is under the desk, so it's a bit challenging for me to try and do that. So I just bought an EBow, and what we could do is just have, you know, at the end of As I Am, yeah, I want to do something like that. That kind of feels like it either wants to completely build and get even bigger, but that's not what I want to do. I want this bit to be big and massive, and then I want it to cut down, and then I want it to get into the groovy rock stuff. So, I like this thing that I was doing before with the baritone. Let's clean it up a bit. So we're in the key of E minor. Okay. This guitar doesn't like playing open chords. That's nice, simple but good. Now we're in G. Jingle Bells. That works really well. This is why I love improvisation, because sometimes things just work, and that is a perfect example. The D here. Gives us a very nice cadence to V cadence, actually. I've messed around with that for a little bit, and I've found something I like. Jingle Bells, but an emotive version of Jingle Bells, teases the big, rocky, groovy part of Jingle Bells. is I'm thinking of throwing in a little blues lick. Which lands in that G. Alright, I think we have a plan. I have structured out the song and split it into 3 different sections. First is Carol of the Bells, then the emotive version of Jingle Bells, finally the rock version of Jingle Bells. The only thing I have to do now is to write and record the drum track, which I can't do tonight because it is just too late. So what we're going to do for the rest of this evening is record the guitar tracks, so that tomorrow when I get home, I can spend some time writing and recording the drum track to the guitars, and then once that is done, I can record the visuals for the music video. The bass and the guitars I can do whenever I need to, because I can chuck on my headphones and be really quiet. Not so much with the drums. That's why that will need to take priority tomorrow night. Once that is done, with both the audio and the visual, I can then spend some time re-recording the guitars and adding in the bass guitar, which I will just improvise. I think that I'll be able to achieve all of that in just enough time to spend the entirety of Christmas morning, the early hours 1, 2, 3, 4 a.m. I can spend those early hours of Christmas editing the video and getting that uploaded. That's the plan. I guess I'll see you tomorrow at the drum kit. Last night was a big success. I got the guitars recorded and I even downloaded the track onto my phone and then listened to it throughout the entirety of today. Today I'm using my Danny Carey inspired Pneuma kit. If you want to find out how I built this kit, the video is coming next. But well, this is what it sounds like. This is what I've got. I just want to use this kit because I've spent hours working on it. The intro of the song has got the 4/4 version of Carol of the Bells, and the drums with the bass and the guitars are going to go like that, and then jump into just a big fill. I'm thinking of just doing like a right left kick thing. That whole main section of Carol of the Bells is just going to be 3/4/6/8 groove. With maybe a little fill or two, but just heavy groove with heavy crashes. From there, we go into the emotive version of Jingle Bells, which I'm thinking very simply is just simple. Dig it, dig it, down. Dig it, dig it, down. Dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it. Might just switch over to the main kit for that one. So what I'm feeling for this is a simple just build up like that with the 1, 2, 3, dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it. Now I want to sneak in a little bit of a cheeky halftime thing right at the end. The baritone guitar is going to take up a good amount of the low end, so I don't think I'll need my 5-string bass, but that's okay, because I was probably just going to use the 4-string anyway, seeing as it's got the better rock tone. Yeah, cool.